Hello guys, and welcome to episode 12 of my Karelia campaign in Steel Division 2, playing on the Axis side. Today we're going to be continuing our push into the backline, of course, but I'm also going to start by having a look at potential reinforcements. Since everything's done for this turn already, we just have the points left to spend. So let's see what we've actually got available. So in the 122nd, we have the Infantry Division HQ available, which is just your standard Ersatztruppen, like German commander, leader, section thing. Technical term there. Tank Destroyer Battalion. Does bring us more Stugs actually. It's kind of nice. Pioneers. Sturm Pioneers. Some mortars in there. Fusiliers. Just Fusiliers in general. And some recon bikes. And then there's the 409th. Now, the 409th do have the Pack 43 Krups. So we could potentially see them in battle, but, well, honestly, probably not. Because even if I brought them in to reinforce, they're never going to get to the front line. Not through all of the other units that I have. And we are too early in the game to get any of the rest of the reinforcements. The 6th Division brings in the 6th Division HQ, which does give us Pionieri and Lahitoyunta and some other interesting units in here. We've got the Pioneer Battalion and the Independent Battalion 16, which is Lahitoyunta and Kivari. Then you've got the Infantry Regiments. I'm pretty sure these are just your standard Kivari units. Nothing crazy special about these. There's also the 35th Infantry Regiment. I could bring in all of these, but it doesn't really matter at this point. I think I can even bring them in quite far over. Yeah, we could bring them in here, technically, and have them join into the back line. But by the time they get here, it's going to be more or less finished. Like, do you imagine how long these took to get there? Like, well, you guys know how long these guys took to get there. Imagine how long that's going to take to get there. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And the 11th Division just kind of comes in at the back line. The only ones I would consider getting, I think, are the 122nd unit, so we can just bring them in here. Back us up. And they can just drive over. The 409th has arrived. Cool. There you go. There's your 122nd infantry, guys. I know some of you guys were asking for that in the comments. But yeah, I'm not going to bring in any more Finnish units. It's a complete waste of time. I would just end up having to micro them every turn, which gets really tedious and boring. So there we go. I don't actually need this to be in AA. Yes, we could just move it over. Nothing's going to attack us here. Let's move on to the next turn and see what happens. We have left a couple of attacks open. They can attack us from Viborg. They can also attack us here. Whether or not they do, I don't know yet. Sending up AA, bring it back down again. Fine. More units piling up here. Okay. Anything happening? No attacks. Alright. Well, time to continue our merry way into their backline. We'll go ahead and destroy this guy. And we'll move on to the airfield again. And we need to also get our disorganized unit back, so I guess the best way to do that is just run through here to connect that. We'll have them back next turn. We'll move up here. Brilliant. Looks like actually, I just noticed, I think we just cut them off. Yeah, supply chain's broken. That's it. And it's pretty much GG. Every single unit on the map has supply chain broken. I'm not sure why that is. We took the airport previously and nothing really happened, so... I don't know, maybe it's specifically this tile of Pobeda. So I'm not sure we're going to get any more attacks. We'll just drive this through. I'm going to have to certainly put something in the way of this unit at least. I can put the Border Guards Battalion in the way here. And we can back that up with the 3rd Army Corps. Also got the AA, of course. Keep the rest of this stuff dug in. Move up the artillery. These fine Finnish fellows have managed to break the supply chain. Bravo. We'll use this to bombard these guys, and they bombarded my artillery, so I'm going to bombard their artillery. Right. Pop up the AA here, not that it matters. Just sounds cool when you do. These boys through. And we might be able to go for one last ditch attempt to try and take Viborg maybe, if I attack the right unit here. I can't attack this unit, I just can't do that. It's not going to work. If I attack this unit, I have to auto-resolve. And so that's pretty impossible unless I manage to bombard every unit that can reinforce in phase A and then bring in my own units to overwhelm them in phase A. But the only way I can do that is with aircraft or maybe with artillery to back us up. And I need the artillery to bombard the stuff in A. So I don't think that's going to work. I could maybe push them off Viborg by attacking the 178th Rifle Division though. There's so many units here. Damn. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work either. I'd have to bombard every single reinforcement unit in phase A, or at least all of the infantry ones. Otherwise, there's no way we'd be able to sustain an attack. So I've got to bombard this one. We got to bombard this one. Can we actually bombard that? I mean, this is a good bombardment anyway, so I'll give it a go. We'll have to use this one to bombard this one. I'll have to use this one to bombard this one. That's removed 2 of them in phase A on that side. Now we have to remove probably some of these. This one further back. How do I get rid of that? Is there one that can fire that far? Don't think there is. I mean, only this one would have been able to. And that one wouldn't have been able to bombard that. So, I think regardless, this is pretty much impossible. So, I'm just trying to work this out in my head. This is actually really hard to do. I don't really mind if AA reinforces. That's fine. I don't really mind if the anti-tank reinforces either. That's fine. So, we need to bombard those 2. And this one at least. That one. That one. Oh, does this have tanks? It does. Oh, crap. Oof. I don't think we can do it. Tank Destroyer Battalion maybe can do it. I mean, that Tank Destroyer Battalion doesn't really have enough infantry to lead a charge. And we don't have enough infantry, or we don't have enough armor to counter their armor. I don't know. Next turn, these are all going to recover their action points, so we either do it this turn or we don't do it. I'm just surprised, like, how far they can reinforce. Like, how can this reinforce in phase A over here? That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, because I was hoping I'd be able to go for an attack here. The only other thing I could maybe do is push through here and get to a point where we can double team this unit. But that would take multiple attacks, and I think I'd rather just get the campaign over and done with at this point, since it's like it would take multiple turns for me to push through here, and then by the time that I do, these will be disorganized anyway, so it won't make a difference. I think we just go for the end, guys, honestly. Let's go ahead and grab the artillery here, bombard this unit so I can't attack. Maybe we could allow some attacks, just to keep things exciting at the end. Maybe I don't bombard at the top and see if they want to counterattack. That could be pretty fun. I am still going to get rid of like individual units that I don't want to engage us, like the artillery and the mortar brigades and stuff like that. That would be really annoying. So I'm just going to remove those. But we'll just leave the rest open to attack. Like, I really don't mind. We'll get in a few breakthrough battles before the end of the campaign. This could actually fire pretty far. I'll probably limit it. So we'll bombard a few of these. So they can't attack. And we'll leave some open somewhere, like we have been doing. So they can definitely attack here and bring in reinforcements. They can attack here and bring in reinforcements. Where else? I mean, that is one way that we could get them to attack us, actually, if I leave this open to attack. This one obviously chose not to, so this one might. Definitely bombard these ones. Just be tedious on this side. I might leave these two open. Maybe remove some of the tanks, though, for backup. Can I hit that one? I think I can. I'll take out the 2nd Guards Mortar Brigade there. This one can bombard those. So all of those can attack. Basically infantry units can attack, but I don't really want the tanks to overrun us. That would be unfortunate. We will be able to bring in our own assault guns at least. That's fun. They do it. We'll bombard the AA here again. And I'll make sure this is bombarded. They can always attack here if they wanted to. Might as well start moving these around. We can use these to kind of clean up the units when they get disorganized. I might keep these together actually on the top road, because they can sweep around here and destroy all of these. The elite Swedish troops can come in for the kill, the killing blow, once they're all out of supply. Alright, so most of these units are moved. So the artillery there can move up. Okay. All bombarded there. Bombarded there. Bombarded up here. This is all bombarded. I think I still have some artillery left that I can bombard with. I'll just take out a few units here and there. Also this one. Can't really bombard anything helpful. This one further back. Oh, that can fire pretty far. Cool. We'll leave it at that and see what they do. Okay, we'll move on to the next turn. They have just moved on to the red barrel, then they have the grey barrel next turn, and then it's disorganized. And the whole front is just destroyed. You can see that their orders would just be like, hold the front line back from the Finnish at this point. But then they realized that they're not getting any supplies in. They didn't even attack. God damn. I really hope they would. I'm looking to cut this off entirely. That'd be really cool if we could. I don't know if we will, because I don't know if I can get close enough here to actually cut that off. That would just make the whole map blue. Be really funny. Oh, they got it back. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. We recovered. We're going to have to keep something on there then. I don't know. These guys have their action points back. They can move. I'm probably going to use these to cut off this bit of ground. Up a little bit. One can zoom all the way through. This unit can continue. I'll make this one stand in their way. And this one can continue as well. I might just bombard them. Probably easier. We'll dig in with that unit. I'll leave that artillery unit there. The other one can move up. We'll go put AA on their airfield just for the lols. Onto the road. These guys up. See how far we can get. The rest of these might as well just stay here. There's no point in just continuously dragging them all around when we know that they're all going to be disorganized soon anyway. I'm going to actually bombard this AA. Cool. Bring up the heavy artillery. Bring this unit round. This unit round. All of these can come down. The 3rd Battalion of the Infantry Regiment 5, the 3rd Battalion of the Infantry Regiment 6, and the 3rd Battalion of the 3rd Brigade, all on their way. Brilliant. Alright, so we'll just continue with our bombardment. Yeah, I apologise that there probably won't be any battles if the AI continues to refuse to attack. But I guess that's just how it turned out. We already did all the work. So, job done, I suppose. Bit of an anticlimax. But I'll take it. It's rather satisfying when you get to annihilate their entire front line because it all goes disorganized. I think the only attack that I really need to make, though, is the attack onto Viborg. That pretty much will end the campaign, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and bombard this unit again. Actually, we'll bombard... I'm going to have to make sure I bombard the units behind first. We do not want IS-2s to attack us. I'll let them attack us here, why not? Maybe it should pin down those T-34s though. Okay. They're actually digging in there, really? It's like I'm really trying to give them a chance to attack me, but they're just not taking it. They actually took down their AA as well, so we could bombard the AA unit. And then that... actually, that could open up attacks. I have to do it this turn. I don't think I can actually bombard that unit. We could bombard this AA. Guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just continue with the bombardments on this front line. I'm going to bombard the artillery there. This one can bombard the Andrushes. This one can bombard this unit. All about the bombardments. Again, we'll leave these open to attack us if they want to. I might even leave these ones. Actually, I think I did anyway. Yeah. We did that anyway last time. Bombard that though. And I probably want to bombard this one. And I definitely want to bombard those tanks. Okay, I think that's all of the artillery used up. Fantastic. Let's move on. Once I do this bombardment. Oh, we also need to move these. Almost going to say let's move on to the next turn, but I forgot to move a few things here and there. This one might as well just tuck in there. Alright. That's it. Let's move on to the next turn. Well, the Andrush has moved over here. It's like fire over the water at us, in theory. Imagine how scary it would be just having Andrushas launched at you from like miles away. Damn. You're still not attacking? Come on, you're all about to be annihilated. I didn't go to Grey Barrel. It's interesting watching this unit just drive through. Taken pretty much the entirety of the back line. I'm just going to dig those in on there. Go across here. It's going to continue up. This unit's actually catching up really fast. I'm going to send these to the south. Bombard that unit again. Dig this one in. Are they digging in? Yeah. Random. That wasn't working for some reason. I'm going to have to dig in another unit here, and we'll put another one here. Okay, and we'll just hold in that position. Cool. Go ahead and bombard these again. Keep that AA bombarded. Fantastic. Wow, these Swedish infantry can spread out a little bit here. Be ready to follow up as we break through. Gonna be a slaughter. I'm probably only gonna do like one turn of destroying things, and we'll probably just take Viborg as soon as we can. Surprised how long this takes me to do though. This does feel very cheesy, but I'm trying my best to leave open chances for the AI to attack. Like, they're digging in front of us, like, so I don't really know what else to do. One of those can move down. We engage that AA again. I mean, again, they could still attack here if they wanted to. It's just the AA that's being bombarded. I mean, that's been like that the whole time. We are stopping these attacks on purpose. But then on the front line, I mean, we've got to bombard and just keep bombarding the tanks and stuff. I'm gonna leave those two to attack if they want. Go ahead and bombard all the way over here. Leave that one open to attack again. Because in theory, isn't the Soviet objective to take these flags up here? That's their objective. They're currently failing pretty hard at that. If you want to see it done right, then make sure to check out my Soviet side of this campaign. We'll make sure to get rid of those Andrushas, why not? I clicked on the wrong thing. It doesn't really matter. They can attack here if they want. Maybe we'll get an attack. I do kind of want them to attack. Like, just hit my defenses. Come on. Come on, AI. It's not that hard. That's all the bombardment's done, I think. Can move up 409th a bit more. Tuck them into my defenses, make it look all nice and tidy. Cool. Yep, next turn. Now they're grey. Okay, so next turn, I think they get disorganized. I kind of want to see what happens if I can cut this off, though. Ooh, they have some infantry coming back. Okay, we're going to have to set up some defenses on the road. Do I have any infantry that can do that? Maybe this unit. Alright, so we'll fall back to Kamenka. I'm going to put this unit in the way. Gives them a chance to dig in. This unit is going to continue up here. This is kind of silly, how far I'm overextending. We've got them stuck in the pocket. That one through there. One can keep going across country. Same deal here. 15th Division zooming up. Alright, let's see if we can get to the tile that I want to get to, which is here. Oh, well, there we go. Did we technically win? I feel like we won. The map is ours. Huzzah! I can't even see the front line anymore. It doesn't exist. Okay, well, I guess we don't need to really be anywhere special anymore. Other than maybe to see what's going on. The front line's just going to go mad. I feel like the AI is just going to move everything. It's crazy. Like, technically we're in Viborg. They've all surrendered. GG. Game over. I'm just going to bombard these. Actually, maybe they'll attack now. Okay, so let's do it one more time. We did it one last time. See if they attack us. They've got to. Come on. Like we must have made it to a point now where the AI is like, oh, I should probably attack because I'm surrounded. Usually they move their units around quite a lot when you do this. I'll leave it so they can attack here. We'll go ahead and bombard this unit. And bombard this unit. Gonna bombard this unit. We'll stop them attacking in these places again. They can attack here though. I'm gonna stop them attacking across here, I think, as well. Just in case it does go absolutely crazy. I don't want to have like 3 breakthrough battles in a row. That would just kind of be really tedious to deal with. But I don't think I actually have enough to stop them from attacking with these guys, so maybe they'll have an attack there as well. I do have this one that can do something. Let's go ahead and just bombard something back here. Cool, so that's all the artillery fired. One last time, I hope. See what happens. We'll go ahead and bombard all of these. I reckon they're just going to end up breaking all of these dug-in positions and just move somewhere. I don't know where. Okay. The Finnish have won the day. This unit actually needs to move closer. Alright, let's Pioneer Battalion can come up there. These two can go down here. And that is pretty much everything. Just that one bombardment there. Jobs are good. Alright, if we click this end turn, I reckon actually the game might just end. I don't know, maybe it will. Oh, they're all disorganized. Alright, fair enough. Is that everything able to come in now? Yeah, everything's available to come in now. Alright, I guess we just kind of destroy as many units as we can before the end. Goodbye. We'll take out these guys. Goodbye. Take out these guys. This is just the equivalent to them surrendering at this point. This is just so silly. Very satisfying though. Very satisfying. It's been actually not that much of a long campaign, really. Just move up here and destroy all that we can. Surrender, my pretties. Get all those juicy points. Give them to me. I want my total victory. It's actually going to be pretty hard to stack in order to kill these. At least we don't need to do any arty orders anymore, guys. Isn't that just great? Just a lot of disorganized rabble getting absolutely destroyed. They want their food. We're taking it all away. It's kind of like a massive net of forces. Ridiculous. Look how far we pushed them back. Time to take Viborg, let's do it. There we go. Beautiful. The day is ours. The day is ours. So do we only have to hold on for like 2 more turns? Is that it? We managed to take Viborg as well, which is fantastic. Having taken, well, if we'd taken Viborg sooner, I think we would have more points, like way more points actually. I think you have like 10,000 points per. Points from territory, yeah. Currently we're on total victory anyway. That's good. Let's have a look at this. Let me just close this window. Have a look at the casualties. I know you guys like me to look at these at the end of the campaigns. So 1,734 losses for us. We lost 9 artillery units, 2 AT guns. Actually 2 T-26s, no AT guns. And we lost 8 aircraft. They lost 42 battalions so far, 41,095 soldiers, 975 pieces of artillery, 730 tanks and AT, and 109 aircraft. That is pretty ridiculous. I'll just keep that up for a little bit longer if you guys want to pause and have a good look at that. We fought 57 battles in 8 days. Quite a lot of battles. I think it does kind of count these as being battles though, so bear that in mind. All these ones that we just pretty much auto-resolved. Get out of our country. That's what the Finns would say. I'm gonna go ahead and push these through here so we have more that can push up, but honestly we don't really need to move all of these because I only need enough to kind of bring them together and then we can go from there. definitely try and get next to these guys, though. Probably worth actually zooming up and around here. These ones might as well just stay where they are. They can't really do anything. It'll take me ages to catch up. Alright, let's just end the turn again.
In the fateful last days of June 1944, the Finns brought the Red Army offensive to a standstill, fighting for every meter of ground they had to give up and counterattacking every time and everywhere the Soviets were about to break through their lines. They forced their mighty opponent to give up in the face of mounting casualties.
In the fateful last days of June 1944, the Finns brought the Red Army offensive to a standstill. That is a historical victory there. That's what the announcement was just saying. I'll read it out again just in case you guys didn't hear it, because it was pretty quiet. Fighting for every meter of ground they had to give up, and counterattacking every time and everywhere the Soviets were about to break through their lines, they forced their mighty opponent to give up in the face of mounting casualties.
Although peace would not come without sacrifices, the Finnish soldiers at Tali-Ihantala saved their country from Soviet occupation.
There you go. Beautiful. Historical outcome, German victory. Well, Finnish victory, let's put it that way. When the crossroad at Portinoika fell into Soviet hands, General Lagus, commanding Finland's sole armoured division, immediately launched his troops in a daring counterattack supported by elements from 4th and 18th Division. For 2 days, attacks and counterattacks were launched on both sides until the arrival of their long-expected reinforcements tipped the battle in favour of the Finns. Having failed to break through in their main axis of attack, the Soviets tried in other sectors but were met everywhere with the same staunch determination from the defenders, reinforced by German troops. Among the latter was Detachment Kulimi, a Luftwaffe air group which proved decisive in stopping the Soviet tanks and disrupting the whole offensive supply lines. But every time the Finns were on the verge of collapsing, for one more week the Soviets tried to smash the Finns' final resistance, only to be met by a wall of fire. By the end of July's first week, Stavka was giving up and shifting forces to more critical fronts. Finland was saved. So I think historically they didn't get surrounded like I surrounded them. That would be kind of crazy in real life, I think, if the entire front there got cut off. I think what ended up happening was they kept like bumping against the front line and then eventually just withdrew from Finland. But yeah, total victory in the end. Lovely stuff. We captured everything that was available. We get 200,000 points for owning Viborg. But for them controlling that for 15 turns, they got 10,000 a turn for that. So we could probably have avoided that if we were a bit more aggressive towards Viborg from the start, because I could have set it up with like 2 sets of units moving through with all of the artillery. But there we go. Total units destroyed, 1,753 for the Soviets, and we killed 42,909. Quite a big difference. And there you have it. That's the end of the Karelia campaign. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Apologies for there not being any battles that we played out in the last episode here today. But there's of course going to be plenty of campaign content in the future on the channel. We're of course still completing the Yash campaign, and I still have the Tiraspol campaign to do at some point. And we also have the new DLC in our sights as well. So lots and lots to look forward to. But in the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.